Take back your space. Stop storing old electronics you'll never use again. Recycle your computers, monitors, and televisions for free with eCycle Washington. This free program can be used by households, small businesses, public schools, and other organizations across the state. Drop off unwanted TVs, computers, and monitors at over 300 locations in Washington state for free. Please check for the drop-off location nearest you at eCycleWashington.org. That's one word, eCycleWashington.org, and click on the Where Can I Recycle link.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, Pain in the Grass. Oh, yeah, it is back, and it is huge. White River Amphitheater, 3 big days. Tuesday, July 30th, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd.
I'm going to try and go.
You going to try to be there? All right.
I'm definitely going to go, actually.
Well, see if you can go and get the Palace Law Premium experience. See if you can do that.
Okay.
I mean, you get to come backstage with us, Steve.
Sweet. You'll let me come backstage?
Yeah.
Can I drink with you, BJ?
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
And you know what? We'll have a barbecue for you. And
Can I share a sausage with you, Vicky?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, that actually...
Wait, are we going to Lady in the Tramp it? Because I might be out.
Yeah. No, I can't do that.
Okay.
Are we still talking about Pain in the Grass?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so in the Palace Law Premium Experience, Steve, you might get to see some bands get interviewed, too. You get to hang out with... Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you.
It's always a good time, man. Plus, great music. Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson on that Saturday night. And I'm really excited for some of our friends' bands, some great local bands that are going to get to open up for them, like Pound, Woodshed, and System 7 on that night alone.
Yeah, tickets are on sale right now. 3 big days. LiveNation.com. $2 from each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation. They help out a lot of great local charities. You want any more info about pain? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's time to turn down for tacos.
Turn down for what?
Taco. Yeah, get a taco. Put it in your face. I love that. Yeah, tacos. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all you got? Yeah, that's all I have. Have you seen the meme that's going around, or at least the pictures going around where people are using their the sunglass holder as a taco holder in the car?
That just seems like a really terrible idea.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to get all sorts of weird sour cream and like old lettuce and that stuff stuck in there. You're going to forget about it, and then your car's going to smell like that.
Oh, you mean like my car normally smells. Perfect.
Oh, I mean, if it normally smells like that, then I don't think you have an issue at all. And then just use that as a taco holder, and good luck to you.
That's what I'm going to do.
I give a shout out to a taco place in Puyallup. It's a food truck, but I just went to the farmer's market. We were talking about them, that vegan taco or vegan food place, but they have vegan tacos that were pretty freaking awesome.
Really?
So I just want to give a shout out. They're called Vigo. V-E-G-O, and then eats.
And where can you see these guys?
They were in the farmer's market. They were set up next to the pizza guy.
So what's in a vegan taco?
It's just, I mean, they had like Beyond Meat, like crumbled fake meat, and then an avocado drizzle thing that was freaking awesome. Little street tacos, but they were delicious, man.
Potato tacos? Huh? Do they have potato tacos?
I don't know if they do or don't.
I like to call those patacos.
And they have jackfruit tacos.
Yum.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm not doing those.
No,
jackfruit tacos or jackfruit in stuff is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I've had it at a couple other places.
No, dude, my wife has made me have some. It smells, and I can't get by the smell.
Then get the other ones; they don't smell.
Yeah, well, and you got me hooked on the Beyond Meat Impossible meat, man. I mean, I'm like kind of ordering those just because I want to.
Really,
which is nuts.
Yeah, it is.
I was a vegetarian for years, and they didn't have anything like that. I mean, we had
you had tofurkey.
Yeah, we had all the veggie patties, but they were nothing like the Beyond Meat Impossible meat.
Dude, just to, I know we got B-Migs, but just to illustrate how insane the meatless burger craze is going, Nestle is getting into the meatless burger plant-based burger industry now.
Okay.
And they're calling it the Awesome Burger.
And Nestle is saying what? That it's healthier than everybody else's?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see what it tastes like, Nestle. That's the key, is you know what? The taste is the key.
Absolutely.
But I always like healthy.
All right, well, let's get to our contestant today. We got Jeff in Puyallup to take on Steve. Jeff, are you there?
Hey, taco, everybody.
What's he playing for today, Steve?
He's playing for tickets to see Judas Priest. They're going to be at the Showware Center on June 21st. Go to KISW.com for all the details. You want tickets, are available now at LiveNation.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Jeff will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What trademarked name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name?
Rollerblade.
Yes. Which Die Hard film also starred Samuel L. Jackson?
Die Harder?
No.
Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yes. What board game is Rich Uncle Pennybags the mascot for?
Monopoly.
Yes. Finish the Rolling Stones lyrics. I can't get no what?
Satisfaction.
Yes. Which U.S. state has Cheyenne as its capital city?
Wyoming?
Yes. In which decade did Frank Sinatra die?
80s.
No.
90s.
Yes. Which Smurf has a heart tattooed on his arm?
Grumpy Smurf.
No.
Tough Guy Smurf.
No.
I don't know. Papa Smurf.
No. Roger Federer is famous for playing what sport? Yes. What actress is Ashton Kutcher currently married to?
Demi Moore?
No.
Mila Kunis.
Yes. On what side of the ship is port?
Stern.
No.
Starboard.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. Yep. So hopefully that won't be a deciding factor there.
Yeah. He was giving all the other nautical sides.
I know. I was just looking for just the layman's term on that one.
I'm getting all fancy.
Yeah. Don't get fancy with me there.
There's 4 directions. See if Steve gets lucky and doesn't get them.
I know, right? Or maybe he just won't get to that question. Sometimes you don't get to all of them.
That's true.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I love it. Jeff is in suspense here. Yeah. Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. There's one that Jeff could have got right, and he just totally punted it.
Brain fart? Yep. What trademark name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name? Yes. Which Die Hard film also stars Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, Die Hard, you mother.
No.
Like her. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes. What board game is Rich Uncle Pennybags the mascot for?
Monopoly.
Yes. Finish the Rolling Stones lyrics. I can't get no what?
Preparation age.
No.
Satisfaction.
Yes. Which U.S. state has Cheyenne as its capital city?
Wyoming.
Yes. In which decade did Frank Sinatra die?
He died in the 90s.
Yes.
Okay.
Which Smurf has a heart tattooed on his arm?
Hefty.
Wow, yes.
Nice
Roger
job.
Federer.
I know my Smurfs, dude.
Famous for playing what sport?
Tennis.
Yes. What actress is Ashton Kutcher currently married to?
Oh, sweet Mila Kunis.
Wow, yes. On what side of the ship is port?
The back.
No.
The front.
No.
The side.
No. Steve, even with that lame answer, you win 9-8.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff.
I deserve that.
Yeah, you sure
deserve
do.
that loss.
Sorry about that, buddy.
That's sorry.
All right, take it easy.
Not simply the best. You could have had a
9 out of 10.
You could have had a perfect 10 if you didn't just say side.
That's right.
What's wrong with the side?
Because it's not technically correct.
Yeah.
There's 2 sides to it.
The
left side.
There you go. If you would have said the left side, you would have had a perfect 10.
These are just semantics.
And if Jeff would have said the left side, he would have tied you the way that went. Because he didn't until after the timer went out and he already had his all 3 guesses done.
Son of a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. But congratulations, though. You still won.
That's right. And a port, and usually it can be a direction, too. Like you'll sometimes hear the hard to port. You know, and so that's that. Otherwise, I would nitpick you, but it is more of a direction, like what direction the left side of the boat,
Yeah, I don't know much about boats, clearly.
So I can do more boating questions than in future Beat Migs.
I need to hang out with my boy Munson some more.
Does he have a boat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's on the water somewhere in Tacoma all year round.
That's the best
for
thing.
him.
That's the best thing to do is not have a boat,
Have
but
a friend.
Have a friend. Congratulations, Steve. You won with 9 correct.
Call. Look at that. Call number 9. Guess what you're getting? You're getting tickets to see Judas Priest at the ShoWare Center on June 21st. Caller number 9, 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 9. Well, I have to tell you, I'm in a pretty good mood because I just looked at this story, and I guess I need to have more gratitude about my life.
Oh,
because
a moment of clarity.
A moment of clarity, and I've been, digging this Brene Brown and watching Netflix special and really enjoyed that, and I've read her books, and I have to tell you, man, I got to get some gratitude to put me in a good mood because there's a new survey where they asked Americans for the things on their travel bucket list in the United States.
Ooh.
And they've got the top 15.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point is not on the top 15. Sorry, Steve.
Sandusky, Ohio is not on the top 15.
Can't believe it's not in the top 15.
This is not my top 15.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I've done all these pretty much.
Really?
Which is amazing. I mean, I really am, because of this radio career, I've gotten to live in a bunch of different places, so that's allowed me to see a lot of stuff.
I'm curious. I probably have only maybe accomplished 3 of these.
The number one thing, well, see, Vicky, in this country, where would you like to travel to? What's your bucket list? And I'll ask all you guys.
Oh, so it's just in America?
Yeah, in America.
I've never been to Hawaii. I think I'd love to go to Hawaii.
You'd love it.
Everybody loves Hawaii.
I have to tell you something. I'm trying to see this. I don't know why Hawaii's not on the list, but it's not. I'm with you, Vicky. Why would
that's a proof that this is not my list?
Yeah, that's nuts. Unless I'm not reading it right, but I'm looking real quick.
No, there's nothing on Hawaii. I'm looking at it now.
God, yeah, Hawaii's got to be on that list. And having been to Hawaii, it's beautiful. It's better than any California or Florida or anything like that. Any on East Coast or West Coast, coastline city like that.
I'm wondering if it's because it's pricier. People aren't digging it.
It's not. I mean, it's no pricier than anywhere else that you're going to go on a vacation to, I feel.
Yeah,
I don't feel like you go. I mean, yeah, you got to set aside some cash, but I mean, it's cheaper than going to Disney World.
That's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. How about you, Danny?
The place I want to go? New York City.
New York City.
Never been?
I've never been to New York City.
Oh, we got to go.
I want to so bad.
I hear
do this.
Christmas in New York is pretty rad, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's so awesome. I mean, it's cold, but it's so awesome because it's so festive. I actually go around November, around closer to Thanksgiving, because most of the Christmas stuff is already up and the weather's more tolerable.
Yeah.
But don't go in the summer.
Or go Thanksgiving.
Summer
Go
sucks.
to the Macy's Day Parade.
Don't do
By
that.
the way, New York's not on the list either. New York City's not on the list.
What?
Wow.
It's not a bucket
Wait, it
list
says see a
destination.
Broadway show in New York City, BJ, number 12.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it. I saw a Broadway show. All right, go see a Broadway
where
show.
do they have Broadway shows, BJ? It's a
good point.
New York City.
Totally missed that. All right, New York made the list. Rev, how about you?
Since I've already been to Yellowstone, which should be on that list,
It is.
I would go Grand Canyon.
Well, Rev, Yellowstone was number 2 on the list. Grand
Nice.
Canyon, number 1 on the list.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
That's what we plan on doing. We want to do a road trip, like rent an RV and kind of hit a bunch of different national parks, but go down to the Grand Canyon and then roll back up.
It is gorgeous. I mean, I did radio in Arizona, so of course I had to go to the Grand Canyon.
See, I don't think it's worth the trip for us. Maybe like if we're on our way somewhere, we pop in, because I just know my wife and I, like whenever we do something that's supposedly like this really awesome thing to see, we go there, we look at it, we're like, all right, now we said we saw it. That's cool. But it doesn't really leave any kind of lasting impression.
Wow.
But maybe Grand Canyon's going to be different because of just how gigantic supposedly it is.
That's what I got out of it. And if you are active, well, I don't know how active you are. Some people go to the river right at the bottom of the Grand Canyon and they paddle it or kayak it or whatever.
Or don't some people ride donkeys down it?
Yeah, you can do
that too.
But
totally in to ride a donkey.
Yeah.
I heard that's a total tourist trap sort of thing. And you don't want they have the whole observation deck that you can it has a glass bottom that you can look down across.
What kind of trip are you going on?
No, don't Urban Dictionary that. But no, it's one of those ones where it's everything there is so expensive when you can kind of go down just a little ways later and you can just look at the Grand Canyon for cheap.
Yeah, that's
and not
true.
like the $80 to go onto that thing.
There you go. The Grand Canyon is amazing, just you standing there. And I always try to take pictures, but they never do it justice.
No, not at all.
Niagara Falls is number 3 on the list.
I would like to go to Niagara Falls, but mainly I want to go to Toronto. So that'd be really fun to just do that as well.
Gosh, I've been to Toronto too. Gosh, Steve, I mean, every place that people say, I take for granted all the places I've been. Niagara Falls is beautiful.
Steve, you grew up in New York and you never went to Niagara Falls?
No, dude, it's
Interesting.
It's not that close to where I grew up. It's about a 6 or so hour drive.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Okay, I get it then.
Yeah,
even when I went to upstate New York to Plattsburgh, it was still it wasn't that close. It was still several hours to get there.
A lot of people don't realize that actually New York City is so far away from the thruway, which is I-90, and that's where you can get to Niagara Falls. And like Steve said, people go upstate New York, and that's still nowhere near Western New York, and that's where all that stuff is.
Isn't the Canada side supposed to be like way better too to view it from Niagara Falls?
And I forget which side I was on, to be honest with you, Danny. I think I was on the good side, and I think it was Canada. I think you're right.
Heard that,
I think so as well. I just want to go to Hockey Hall of Fame.
Oh, fair.
There you go. Some cool wrestling that happens in Toronto as well. I'm sure my wife would love this trip.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I totally didn't go. I should have gone. I didn't go to the Hockey Hall of Fame when I was in Toronto. I did, but it's a beautiful city. Number 4 on the list. We've all done this, right? Gone to Las Vegas.
Yep. Yeah. Dude, I'm looking at this list. I've only accomplished maybe 4, 3 for sure.
I can't believe. I mean, I guess it's the benefit of having moved around the country so much for my job, because that's the only way I see these things. I saw Mount Rushmore on my way to take this job here. 20 years ago, I drove across the country from the other end of I-90, and like everybody said, I agreed. It doesn't look as awesome in person, Mount Rushmore.
It's small.
It looks very small.
Yeah. I actually did see it too.
That's what she said.
It seemed pretty big to me, but granted, I was like 5.
Yeah.
It was exciting. It was the same thing. We drove cross country to come back to Washington.
We haven't grown much since 5, so it's probably going to still look big to you.
I know. I'm excited. I'll go back. It'll be exciting.
And I believe number 6 is Redwood National Park. I believe that's in the Bay Area, and I think I've been there too.
Yeah, Northern California.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. The next one I see is Mardi Gras. I haven't been there during Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but I've been to the French Quarter.
Yes.
And it's a party no matter when you go.
It really is, dude. I mean, you're absolutely
I've been there
right.
Twice.
I feel like I've been to Mardi Gras just because everybody's nuts, everybody's wearing weird stuff, and everybody's throwing beats.
And everyone's showing their boobs.
Yeah.
Men alike.
Yeah.
Dude, and I went during WrestleMania weekend last year when WrestleMania was in New Orleans, and it was amazing because not only was it just a bunch of people, but it was a bunch of my fellow nerdy wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So we're all walking around singing wrestling songs and getting wasted and all that good stuff and chants and all that. It was a blast.
Wait, what wrestling songs were you singing?
Like the John Cena song. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Wow. We were drunk.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think Mardi Gras is number 2 on my list because I've never been to south, and I just think that would be so cool to go check out all the old plantations around New Orleans. Food,
I want to see all the
ghost
voodoo
stories,
stuff.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we did some ghost story
I
stuff.
love New Orleans.
Yeah, well, one time we were down there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun. Number 8 on the list is Drive the Pacific Coast Highway, the PCH.
Oh, yeah.
And have you done that, Danny?
Not the entire thing, but that's one of my favorite things to do when I'm in California. Just go from San Diego all the way up to Los Angeles on the PCH. It's beautiful.
And I've done that. I did that actually from San Francisco all the way down to San Diego because I lost my job. So Kathy and I hopped in the car, took a little vacation. And see the fall leaves in New England is number 9. And of course, I've seen that because I grew up there.
I mean, I went to Boston with you. I saw you fall, so that was pretty cool. There's a lot of alcohol involved.
Yeah. There is a beautiful highway, which is that a lot of folks. I don't know if anybody knows to go there. It's called the Kankamankas Highway in New Hampshire, and that's what we always would go up to check out. And it is gorgeous. There's no doubt about it. Drive from Miami to Key West, and of course, I have done that. I mean, this is insane because I used to live in Jacksonville. I've seen all this stuff.
I'm not positive we did, but when we went to one of those radio conventions in Miami, I feel like I did some driving, and I know I was in Miami. So
yeah, so that counts.
I took a cab to an ice cream place.
Okay,
Pretty close there.
You did it.
I don't know if it was or wasn't. I was drunk, so I could pretend that I was. Right?
I'm going to say you did.
All right, cool.
Miami was so awesome.
It was.
I love that, man.
Yeah. See Cape Cod. And I've done that.
Never done it.
Yeah. See a Broadway show in New York City. That's something I have not done.
See, I've done that a bunch of times. Most recent one being Mean Girls on Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, Mean Girls, dude. My parents, when we went and visited them, they were just hell-bent on taking us to a Broadway show. And neither my wife and I don't care about Broadway shows. We saw Rock of Ages, and that was pretty freaking cool because it's music-based. But
yeah,
we're not those type of people that enjoy Broadway. So it's I don't want to really do this. Neither did my wife. And my mom was like, any show, whatever show, we'll get you tickets. Let's go as a family. And I knew it would break her heart if we didn't go.
Yeah.
So it was I don't know if they're going to like it, but how about Mean Girls, man? I like the movie. My wife loved the movie. I heard good things about it. We went. My parents loved it. And I was really nervous because it's not your typical Broadway show.
No.
And it was great. They had a blast.
Can I ask a really stupid question? Is it multiple plays and shows going on all over Broadway, or is it one? Oh, I thought it was just one place doing shows at a time.
No, they each have like their own building. So like there's a building just for, I don't know, the name of freaking King Kong one, or
is there an Orpheum there? I don't know.
But there's the Harry Potter one. They've got their outside building is really sweet looking. But like, everybody, like Cats.
Is Broadway a street? Is that what it is? Yeah, that.
Okay,
and then there's Off Broadway, which is like right by the street of Broadway, but they have plays as well.
Okay, I thought it was just like one play going on for like a month or two, and then a new play, just one place. I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense to me.
No, some of them are there for years, decades.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn. And rounding out the last 13, 14, 15 is walking along Venice Beach and the Santa Monica Pier. Oh, yeah. I have done that. Walking across Golden Gate Bridge. I've driven across it.
Yeah.
I haven't walked across it.
I looked at it once.
Same.
Good for you.
Yeah. From afar. Yeah, I've seen it from afar.
Yeah.
We might have crossed it once. I was like 5.
And I just did this past November. Eat a cheesesteak in Philadelphia.
And how did that go for you, BJ?
Hey. And you hated it.
Actually, the cheesesteak, the first one I had wasn't bad. It was good. It was just the whole Philadelphia people and the whole experience. But
so you're saying you didn't like Philadelphia?
No, I didn't like Philadelphia at all. But I'm glad that I went and did the cheesesteak. I'm glad that I did. But yeah. Yeah, I'm done. I don't have to do that ever again. Congratulations if you don't get that on your bucket list. I don't think you're missing a whole lot. Hey, here's a question for you. Why would a man wearing nothing but socks jump on a moving vehicle? Well, you're going to hear from the woman who was driving the car at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a woman, her name is Drecka, and she was driving in Houston with a friend and 2 kids when they noticed a naked man on the road. Hot. He was only wearing socks, Steve.
The best part, I'm looking at the picture, he's not just wearing socks. He's wearing one white sock and one black sock. So he couldn't even match his socks.
Yeah,
he should have went to the rock shop.
Yeah, he should have got him.
Got the new BJ and Migs rock socks.
Then he would be looking great.
He would have. Because no one would notice he was naked then.
Yeah, if you're naked on the highway, you got to be wearing our socks.
Yes.
So Drecka's friend took video of this dude as he jumped on the front of their car, and then, well, he began taking care of himself. This is the delightful image.
What's that farm somewhere in the Northwest Track?
Yeah.
I don't think that happens there, right?
No.
I don't think so.
No. And there were 2 kids in the
moose
car.
and other things like that.
Yeah. You don't get to say. And even when those animals usually aren't taking care of themselves.
And you're going to throw slices of bread at him so he could eat it?
No. Yeah. Here's Drecka talking about this lovely experience.
Then we noticed that he's walking into the traffic. So that's when it got serious. And I'm the car that he decides to jump on. He just immediately just jumped on the car, and he was doing whatever between two women in his car, kids in the back seat. He had no care in the world. I hit the brakes. He falls off. He rolls over really hard. He gets back up. It could have been worse.
I love that she slammed the brakes to do that whole move in a movie. Yeah. I always wonder if someone jumped on my car. I don't know why I wonder these things, but if someone ever jumped on my car, would I just like speed up and hit the brakes to see if they fly off?
Oh, yeah. And he before he got off, he flew off.
Oh, geez.
As it were. Yeah. Wow. This is, again, here you are just having a day, your friend, the kids in the car, and naked Freddie comes out there and just starts to hop on your car and take care of business. What a lovely situation. Jeez.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Yeah, that's one of those moments you go, what the hell just happened? What did I just... Is that what really... So we want to hear that from you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What did you think to yourself? What the hell just happened? What strange thing happened to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You call us your text after POD on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A woman was driving in Houston when a naked man jumped on her car, only for her to hit the brakes just to get him to fall off. And he was naked, just wearing a black sock, a white sock. He started taking care of business when he jumped on the car, and she had 2 kids in the car. This is just, this guy's an idiot. And we want to know, based on this, when did you think to yourself, what the hell just happened? Because that's what I'd be thinking if I was that lady.
I'd be like, go to the other car. Just go to the other car, man. I got kids.
Don't be bothering me with this.
Right?
What strange thing has happened to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Got a text us a couple of years ago driving down Auburn Way in Auburn at 6 in the morning. Couldn't believe there was a guy stark naked walking down the sidewalk. Came back 15 minutes later. The cops had found him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, I'm telling you, nudity is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you on that you're just out of the house with nothing on?
I feel like that happens a lot while driving, the most random thing. I remember one time we were going to the University Village, and it wasn't that long ago. This was maybe a few months ago, and we hit that part where you get off the freeway and you're waiting to make the turn, I think out to Montlake or whatever it may be, and there's a homeless or somebody who's just not all there, right?
Yeah.
He's got like one of those shopping carts, and he pulls out a bunch of stuff, and as he's pulling out a bunch of stuff, I notice he pulls out an axe.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, what is he doing with that?
Yeah.
Granted, we weren't there long enough to find out, but he was just kind of throwing it in the air and catching it. And I'm like
a full-sized axe?
Yes.
Nice going there. He's a juggler.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Doing a little show for everybody. Yeah.
Very weird, though.
Yeah, that's
really weird.
Yeah, that's nuts.
In Tacoma, there's a kid. I noticed this down on like 6th and Pearl, the area, and it was kind of a strange thing because he climbed up on top of one of those utility boxes, like the power boxes next to the corners.
Uh-huh.
He's wearing a mask and he just starts dancing.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
And he's dancing a whole bunch, and he's gotten onto like on Reddit and has become pretty popular doing this. And it's just a kid who loves to dance. I think his goal, I read an article that he just maybe wants to get on Ellen sometime or something, and he just loves to dance.
He should do one of those things where he says, like, has those mattress sale signs.
He actually, I was reading the article I read said he's a sign spinner in Puyallup.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that we know what his dreams are, do we know who he is? Because he's wearing a mask. What's the point if he's telling everybody all his dreams and wants to get on Ellen?
It's Danny V, actually.
Oh, that's it.
His name is Ryan, and he does have an Instagram. Is that Ryan253? So I think that's just the stuff that he's going out there and wanting to know. But
so the mask isn't to conceal his identity; it's just for flair.
I think so.
Ah,
yeah. Because even like he has little signs that actually says "Follow me on Instagram" that he puts up on the utility box as he's dancing.
It kind of looks like the Jabberwocky mask.
That's what I was thinking as well.
And he's just like doing the Running Man on top of a utility box.
Yeah, see, I would fall off that.
It's so weird though. But just driving up and pulling up to the stop sign and just staring at this guy dancing on top of the box, you're like, all right.
Tacoma. Yeah. That's what I would say to myself. Tacoma.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Wrong.
That would be weird to come into that. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And we want you to finish this sentence. When did you think to yourself, what the hell just happened? What strange thing has happened to you?
It says when I was 13, I was driving with my dad, and we were chased for 13 miles by a guy who thought my dad cut him off. Drove down the wrong side of the road, pointed a finger gun at us. Whenever we got stuck in traffic, he would get out of his car to sprint towards us. This happened for a solid 45 minutes.
Oh,
damn. Whoa. That's freaky.
Yeah, boy, that's something I always wondered, like, man, if that ever happened.
Here's one of those Tacoma stories right here. A lady in a fake fur coat with no shoes jumped on my work van, started pounding on the windshield, demanding me to give her a ride. She jumped off and started kicking the side of my van with her bare feet and pounding her fist. This was in Tacoma.
There you go. My buddy had a lady just open up his door and just sit in his car. Just stopped at a stoplight and she sat right in it and just started talking to him.
Oh, wow. Okay, is this Tacoma again?
This was Tacoma. This was absolutely Tacoma.
Oh, it's the garden spot.
Let's just do what's your Tacoma story?
Yeah.
How about this one? I don't know if it was in Tacoma or not, but this is pretty funny. It's a 360, so maybe not. I was waiting in the checkout line at a grocery store. The woman behind me started massaging my neck. I turned around in shock and told her, no, thank you. She said, you're the first person I've met that didn't want a massage. It was very strange.
Yeah, that's I don't know what to say about that.
That's a case by case.
Yeah.
For me, it's not a case by case because I don't like people touching me. But if I was okay with people massaging, if it was an attractive woman and you're single, I'd be like, all right, I can work it a little more.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. If you're married, you can't even, because if she doesn't know your wife might be getting something or whatever, you have to shut that down.
Right.
You can't have some strange woman touching you like that. That's just never going to work, even though you might want it.
They have one of the weird ones when I moved to Linwood, and I was just driving around, like just checking out the neighborhood, and got stopped at a light, and there was just this woman who apparently she was, she probably sold her body for a living.
Okay.
All right. Hooker, I think is what they call them. And she was wearing nothing but this big blue bomber jacket. Nothing else. and not even shoes.
Oh.
And I was thinking, did she lose her clothes in the process and steal the other person? Like in my head, I create this scenario of, she stole the dude's jacket.
Yeah.
But somehow did not get her clothes back and just walking the streets naked with a blue bomber jacket. And I was like, this is Linwood.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm home.
Yeah. Congratulations, buddy. You made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost got beat up in a strip club.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, man.
Do tell.
I've never heard this story.
Well, I don't know. You weren't there, Steve. So
I remember this. I remember you telling me this story.
Yeah, I almost got beat up in a strip club because I went in hanging with my buddy, and immediately all of the bouncers come in, and they're like, "Okay, buddy," and they thought I was a cop. They thought I was narking them out, and I couldn't convince them. And they were grabbing me, and I'm like, "Dude, I am not a cop." And they're looking for a wire. I mean, they were just like. Because it was a little bit more than
your shirt off.
It was a little bit more than a strip club. That's why. So they thought, okay, you're here, and I thought I look like a cop. I really do.
That's the only place anybody would ever mistake you for a cop. Because the rest of us look at you and be like, yeah, right, you're not a cop.
Did you feel complimented? Like, hey, they think I'm a cop.
No, I felt like I was going to get my ass kicked. I thought they wouldn't let me, because I felt like, because it was in New Orleans, and I thought, anything happens in this place, and there's so much noise, they would never hear me die. It was just like no one would ever even know, and they'd probably throw me on the street, and no one even investigate my crime. I was like, oh man, this is a beating, and my buddy,
crappy way to go out.
And my buddy next to me was laughing like, you really think he's a cop? Are you kidding me? They wouldn't let that fat guy on the force. I mean, he was trying. Thought he was trying to help. And they go, yeah, exactly. You know what? You are a cop. And
right.
I'm like,
we're on to you.
That's exactly what they would say.
Dude, they were the scariest looking dudes. Like, everyone's really attractive in this place until all of a sudden then they bring out the big guns.
Yep.
And it looked just like every movie you saw. I thought, oh no, it's like, hey, give that man his money. I really felt like it was Rounders. I thought, oh man, I'm going to get killed.
And what insult to injury. You got all that going on, then your buddy's clowning on you because you don't look like a cop. You're like, you know what? I don't need to be insulted while I'm being terrified.
And they even told him, they go, you don't look like a cop, but he does. It's like, wow, I went and got a civvy to really help out with this sting, is what you're saying.
You got typecasted.
Oh, dude, I couldn't believe what was happening.
Officer BJ.
I thought, I'm going to get killed. I thought, okay, these guys are going to kill me.
That's pretty terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was a beating. Let's go to Eddie in Bremerton. Eddie, you are on the rock.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Not too bad, Eddie. What you got for us?
So a couple months back, they were remodeling the Taco Bell on KISW in Bremerton, and we had a crazy naked guy literally running around on the street.
See,
Taco Bell that stopped 4 lanes of traffic, and he ended up getting tackled and tased by the cops.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Look at that, though. At least the taser didn't have to go through any clothes.
It was hilarious.
Damn.
I mean, they tackled him full junk out, everything. And he was not a happy camper after he got tackled by the cops.
If you're tasing a naked guy, do you just aim for the junk?
It's a good call. I would. I mean, aim for the boys.
Yeah.
That way, because
just to see what happens.
Sometimes these guys are hopped up on stuff, and the taser doesn't do anything.
I think a taser to the junk is going to stop anybody.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. If you can tase him in the junk, I think I don't care what you're on, you're done.
I'd hope so, because if he doesn't stop, man, nothing's going to stop him.
Right. And now he's super angry.
Yeah, I know.
Because you tased his junk. But I'm thinking you got one shot, and you hear those stories of guys that are hopped up on some kind of drug that gives them like superpowers.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I think I'm going to have to just go for the junk.
Go for the junk at this point. See, that's why as soon as you tell me that a taser doesn't always work, I'm sorry. I'm pulling out my weapon every time. I'd be under investigation every time. They go, well, are you sure you had to use lethal force? Yeah, the guy probably is going to kill me. I'm going to use the best weapon I've got.
Yes. I'm
not going to pull out the taser. If I'm going to bring out a machine gun, I'm whatever I can do.
I was going to say, the best weapon you have, BJ, is just to run away, because there's no other way you're defending yourself.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If I don't have a gun, I'm out.
Or just yell, I'm a cop. The strippers know.
Yeah, the strippers know I'm a cop. I'm a cop.
You idiot.
Oh, man. We got this dude that actually saved his daughter in a pretty epic way. This was a shark attack, and this guy actually was able to save his daughter from this. I'll tell you all about it at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, so total costs, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.